As I was kitting out my new forge building, I decided I really needed a nice post vise, a big usable post vise instead of just the regular bench vise that I had been using. And I mean, all nice blacksmith shops have one, so I need one. There are some really nice old iron post vise out there on the market, but holy Jiminy Jesus, they're expensive. Now, there are some bargains out there to be found, but in the 6 months of searching, what I found was, things that were in my price range really needed a lot of work, either sweat equity or full machining or full rebuild. I mean, there were some dogs out there. My patience was rewarded in that I found this 6-inch Indian chief that's about 90 years old in a barn in Sultan, Washington. I wasn't sure exactly what kind of stand I wanted to put under it, so I spent the next 2 months figuring it out, looking all over the internet of all the stands I could possibly ever think of. I really wanted to do the combination post vise striker anvil, but I had to eschew perfection for progress. I ended up with a design more like this, with an I-beam as a center post.
So $65 for an 8 or 9 inch I-beam is not super pricey at 7 feet, but I didn't even pay that. I actually ended up paying $45 for this bad boy. So I'm gonna have probably 4 feet left of it for some other project.
Alright, let's cut it off on the big saw.
Cut with a torch. Cut with a bandsaw. Okay, here we go. The leg vise is about to get a new home. Have my friend Jake here, who is masked up and safe. And we have marked this bad boy, and now we're going to clean it up and tack it. And then after we tack everything together, drill holes, make sure we're correct. Put a cup there, etc. Hopefully we don't have to cut it all loose and re-weld it.
The ends are prepared.
It helps when you turn the welder on.
All ready to fire.
I am not a professional welder for a living. Test fit and holy shit. Everything lines up perfect. The vise is parallel. Holes are in the right place. I think we're good to go. Alright. Let's drill some holes. So a wrench had to be sacrificed to the gods of blacksmithing, but it's okay. I'm gonna replace it with something nicer, I swear. Why did we sacrifice a wrench to the gods of blacksmithing? Well, that's a fine question. Mostly it's because the 1-inch pipe that I cut off to do that, it didn't fit. So show your mistakes. I screwed up. It actually needed to be 1.5 inches and not 1 inch. I can use the pipe somewhere else. I mean, not this particular piece. This just becomes recycling. But we wanted to get this done tonight so we can get it in place. And so some Chinesium, it died the good death, but for a worthy cause. So there we go. Nick's gonna tack it in. Believe it or not, I mean, it's a really good fit, and the teeth from the wrench really help to hold on to the post vise, or the post of the vise.
Well, off camera I went and took a wire wheel and cleaned up all the welds and then primed them with a couple coats of primer and then went ahead and bolted the vise to the stand. So I think it turned out really nice. It's usable. There's just a couple of things that I want to do from this point forward.
I'm going to go ahead and put a rail around here to be able to drop tongs and top tools in. But that's another day, another weld.